Hello, my twisted friends. I'm popping in. I apologize for my hair. I've had a bad hair day. Hi, Carol here, artist of Onlytrees, and I'm working on a snow pine. I put a bunch of videos together. I'm going to do a couple walkthroughs. No, not walkthroughs, because literally not walking through. It's me talking through what I was doing to create this snow pine to get the effect that it looks like that there's snow laying on top of the branches. All right, I hope you'll enjoy this. Subscribe to my channel if you are inspired to find different techniques in creating wire trees. Hit that bell button if you want any updates. All right, talk through video on the snow pine branches. Okay, this is the pencil-shaped snow pine that I'm working on, and you can see I already added all of my loops to the branches of this tree. Now, what I'm hoping that you're going to see me do is take the teal, the seafoam green, and the army green, and I used a 24 gauge wire to create the loops for this particular tree. And what you're seeing me do is cut into each loop 2 times. This is going to make the loops shorter, more like a pine. Okay, so there's one cut, and then there is the second cut on that loop. And I'm going through the whole tree to cut 2 cuts per loop on the green, seafoam green, army green, 24 gauge loops that I created. These are the same kind of loops that you hear me talk about all the time when I'm creating a blue spruce tree. When making the blue spruce tree, I use a 24 gauge instead of a 22 gauge, but I use the same length. I use 24 inches long, 4 strands of the colors that I just mentioned, make my loops, and I put them onto the tree. Making a thin pencil-shaped pine tree, I don't always use the 5 loops together on one branch. I might only take 3 of those sets of loops, cut them, and add that to the branch instead of using the whole set of 5 loops that you see me use quite often when adding it to the branch of a tree. Here you see me working on the green branches, and I'm pulling them apart so they don't look like half moons. They're straightened out to look like pine needles. And also take notice, I did not cut the white loops yet. Have you tried this effect? Making the loops, making sure they're twisted tight enough, add them to the tree and cut them? Let me know in the comments if you've tried this concept. It really does give a wire tree a whole new look. Yep, still working on those green pine needles, almost ready to get into those white loops. Here I am breaking in, and I can just hear a few of you yelling at the screen saying, "Carol, but you didn't show us how to attach those loops to the branches? Well, I'm breaking in to say sorry. Okay, so I am now working on a different snow pine, but it's the same concept. So I'm adding an extra part to this video so that you can see how I am attaching the green and the white to the branch to make the snow pine. But heads up, I'm using green, teal, and peridot loops on this snow pine. So different color, different tree, same concept. I'm putting on the snow pine pencil shaped tree and this tree that I'm creating. I hope I'm not going to confuse you, but I did want to show you how I am attaching all of that wire to the branches. Okay, let's go back to the video. All right, here we go. So this is a pine tree. You've seen me make pine trees. I've got videos on them. You'll have to search for them if you want to go even back further. But I'm taking my first set of loops down in that V. I'm taking the center set of loops because there's 5 sets of loops on each set. Get into that V. I'm twisting down on one side to the first loop, and now on the other side to the first loop. Also take notice that I have 6 strands of brown wire for each branch to create this particular pine tree. I'm taking one of those brown strands and keeping it very close to the set of green loops. I'm taking a second set of green loops. I'm going to put the center set of loops into that V right on top of the set that I twisted in already and into the V. Okay, do you see this? So I have that set that's already connected, this set that's not connected, into that V, and I'm going to twist all of that together. Twisting this all together down to the second set of loops. All right, so you see I still have one that's not attached, but they're all on top of each other, and I have a little bit of the brown strand of wire that has all that connected. Now I'm going to do that to the other side with that extra set of green loops, but now I have 2 pieces of brown wire, that extra set of loops, that's all going to be twisted in down to the next set. There you go, just like that. I still have the brown wire, I still have the green loops. All right, now this is where the white comes in. Again, I use 24 gauge white wire, 3 pieces of 24-inch lengths. I'm folding it in half, just as you see here. I'm going to put that white loop and the brown wire and the green loop all in there together, placing the white loops on top of the green wire in the center, that centered 4 sets, 4 loops, the green wire and the white wire, twisting them together in that V, keeping the sets together, the green and the white. I'm laughing at myself as I'm talking. Keeping the green on the bottom, twisting it all together. Twisting those ends together. Get in there nice and tight. There you go. There's one side done. And now that green wire, or the white wire that you see me holding, and that brown wire, that gets twisted together too. All the way down to the end. Keeping that white wire on top of the green wire. There you go, guys. Easy peasy, right? This is not for a beginner. There's a lot of wire that you're attaching to 3 pieces of wire that's your branch. And we just continue like this all the way through the tree. Again, I'm using my white wire. I'm folding it in half, okay? Just like that. Get into that V on top of the green loops. I know it's a lot of wire. It's a lot of wire. Yell at me if you want. It's okay. I won't hear it. Those 2 strands of brown wire, I'm twisting one end with the white loops. Okay, twist it all the way to the end, nice and tight. And then the other side. With the green wire and the white wire, twisting them together all the way to the end, keeping the white wire on top. And that's how I add my white wire to make it look like snow is laying on the top of the tree. Pretty cool, right? Like I said earlier, this is not for a beginner in twisting wire, but to show you different techniques to create those gorgeous, beautiful wire trees. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? You got the concept? A lot of wire on 6 strands of wire, which was my branches for that particular pine tree. But I did want to show you the concept, so I hope that made sense. All right, back to the original part of the video. No, you know what? That's not going to happen. I need to show you how I cut the white loops, okay? A little bit different from cutting the green loops, all right? So I need to show you that also. All right. Aw, man. I went in to edit that part where I'm cutting the white loops on top of the green loops, and it didn't record. Sorry guys, it didn't work out. So when I cut the white loops, I don't cut them twice like I did the green loops. I only cut the white loops once, and I pull them out and lay them over the green short loops that I cut. Does that make sense? Okay. Cutting the green loops twice to make them short and piney. The white loops I cut once and I pull them out, laying them on top of the green short loops that we cut. Got it? All right, the last part of this video is me finishing up on the white, pulling the pieces of wire straight out over the green loops that we cut twice. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I pushed the button, but evidently I did not push the button, so it is what it is. Maybe it'll happen in a future video, and I'll do it over again and hopefully get it right for you guys. All right, let's finish this up. This is what I mean. I had the loops already cut, so you didn't see me cut the white loops, but now I'm working on white loops that have been cut, and I'm just cutting them once and then pulling them out onto the top of the green loops that we cut short. I was starting to lose my voice. Let me have a sip of coffee. Okay, so this is working on the white loops, continuing through. It's tedious. And like I said, this isn't for a beginner, but it is a technique that I wanted to share with you while I was working on it. And I'm hoping that you get some inspiration to try this. Inspiration to know that there are so many different ways of creating wire trees. Again, a benefit to all those who love playing with wire. Just about done with this set. Now I'm just feathering out that white wire over the top of the green wire. This is just one small branch that is just about complete. And there you go, my twisted friends. That is how I make a snow pine branch to look like the effect of the snow laying on top of this pencil pine. Pretty, isn't it? Yes, I save all of my little scraps for later, and this is the finished pencil snow pine that was created, shaping all of the branches just the way I want them. Well, that was an exciting 20 minutes, wasn't it? Okay, so there you go. Lots of inspiration, a lot of wire to deal with. I hope that you enjoyed this snow pine video. You're inspired. Go out. You got this. You can do this too. Just do a lot of practice first, and then dig in, do a snow pine, Let me know in the comments if you've done this technique before, if I am a benefit to you, so that you can inspire me to continue to do what I do. It takes a lot of time to put these videos together, edit, talk through the whole 9 yards. And I appreciate you being here, spending the past 20 minutes listening to me, laughing at myself, having a good time. That's what it's all about. I love what I do. Okay, thank you again for watching, and as always, we will talk soon.